Hello friends. Today in this session I am going to discuss with you the concept of determinants. So determinant is what? Determinant is a square arrangement. Square arrangement of numbers. Numbers can be A, B, C, or it can be 1, 2, 3. Let us suppose I will take A, B, C and D. Okay. So basically it is an arrangement of numbers with within two vertical lines. Within two vertical lines. Okay. So these are two lines and the numbers are arranged in between the two lines. Basically these numbers A, B, C and D, they are called elements. Right. They are elements of determinants. Right. And the numbers and of rows and columns, they are called the order of determinant. This we have already discussed, that this is of order 2 by 2 because 2 rows are there and there are 2 columns. So order is 2. So when you can see here, when 4 elements, here we have 4 elements, when 4 elements of determinants are arranged in 2 rows and 2 columns, then we can say yes, it is known as determinant of second order. Okay, determinant of second order, because we have 2 rows and 2 columns, so we call it as a determinant of second order, right? So in this case, how we will calculate the value of determinant? But before that, let me tell you that the value of determinant, or you can say symbol of determinant, it is denoted as delta, or it is written as A between 2 lines. A is the matrix, and if it is written between 2 lines, it symbolizes that we are calculating the value of determinant. So in this case, if I will take this example, that is of A, B, C and D as elements of matrix, and I have to calculate the determinant. So how I will able to calculate? First of all, I will write here A or delta between 2 lines. If it is an order of second order, if it is of second order, then what I have to do? I have to cross multiply these values. Okay, cross multiply. If I will do cross multiply, what I will get? A, D and BC, right? A is multiplied with D and B is multiplied with C, and in between the two I always write the minus sign. So this is my value of determinant. I have to put 2 lines here so that it can be clarified that I am calculating the value of determinant. Now let us suppose the information given to me is 2, 5, 3 and 1. And I have to calculate the value of determinant. So what I will do? I will simply cross multiply these values. I will write here 2 into 1 and 3 into 5. Okay, 2 into 1 and 3 into 5. And in between this I will put minus sign. What I will get? 2 minus 15. That is, the value will be minus 30. So the value of determinant is minus 30. Okay. So this is the case when we are going to calculate the determinant of second order. Now if there are 9 elements and they are arranged in 3 rows and 3 columns, right? Let's suppose A, B, C, D, E and F, G, H, I. So this is of order 3 by 3. So I will say here that this, I will write it as determinant of third order. So this is determinant of third order because I have 3 rows and 3 columns, and in total I have 9 elements. Okay, and so on. If there are more than 3 into 3 rows and columns, then we can say determinant of 4 orders. If there are 4 by 4 rows and 4 columns, and we have more elements than 9 as in this case. Okay, So let me explain you this matrix, this determinant with the help of an example. So let us suppose a question is given that in which there are 9 elements and it is of third order, right? And we have to find the value of determinant. So what I will do, first let's suppose it as a matrix A. So in order to calculate the value of determinant, first of all what I will do, I will start with the first row. Okay, so when I will start with the first row, I will write here as 1 the first element of first row. Then after leaving some space, I will write here 2, that is the second element, and then I will write 5, the third element of first row. 1 the first element of first row, 2 second element of first row, 5 third element of first row. Okay, and I will always start with plus sign. So plus, minus and plus. Okay, whenever we have to calculate the value of determinant with first row, with respect to first row, so it will always plus, minus, plus, right? But if it is given in the question or it is asked that you have to calculate the value of determinant with respect to second row, in that case the chain will continue. If plus, minus, plus, then minus, plus, minus, and then plus, minus and plus. In this way we can find the value. I will explain with the help of second row also, but first let me clear the concept with the help of first row. So plus 1, minus 2 and plus 5. Okay, so next step is that we have to find the submatrix. If I will take 1, then this is my first element, right? So what I will do, I will cancel this. I will not take the element of this first column and first row. Okay, leaving the elements of first column and first row, whatever is left I will take those elements. So here I will get 3, 5, 7 and 10. Fine. In the same way, when I will take second element, this, so I will delete the corresponding row and column. I will not take the elements of corresponding row and column in which 2 is there. So it is A1, 2. So I will not take the values of first row and second column. What is left? 2, 5, 5 and 10. Okay. In the same way, if I will take 5, this is the element of third element of first row. So I will not take the elements of first row and third column. What is left? 2, 5, 3 and 7. So this is left. Fine. Next step is plus 1, 3 into 10 minus 7 into 5. Cross multiply. Okay. Minus 2, 2 into 10 minus 5 into 5 plus 5, 2 into 7 minus 5 into 3. Instead of putting these bars, you can also put bracket. So 30 minus 35. Okay, minus 2, 20 minus 25 plus 5, 14 minus 50. Okay, what I will get? Minus 5 plus 10 minus 5 is equals to 0. So the value of determinant here is 0. Okay. And if I have to find the value of determinant with respect to second row, let me explain you that thing also. So in second row, I will write here determinant is equals to the elements of second row 2, 3 and 5. 2, 3 and 5. Right? Now what signs are put in front of these values? I have written on the top of these things. So minus 2, plus 3 and minus 5. Right? So if I will take minus 2, I will not take the values of this corresponding column and this corresponding row in which 2 is there. Okay? So what I will write? 2, 5, 7, 10. and if I'll take 3, I will not take the elements of this 3 second row and second column, because this 3, if we talk about the value, it is A22, so means I will not take second row and second column, rest values I will take. So it will come to 1, 5, 5 and 10, means leaving this. So this is 5, this is A23, so I will not take the values of second row and third column. What I will get? 1, 5, 2, 7. Okay. Okay, now I will solve this. 2, 10 into 2, 20 and 7 into 5, 35. Okay. Plus 3, 10 into 1, 10, 5 into 5, 25. And in between these two, we will always put minus sign. Minus 5. 7 into 1, 7 and 5 into 2, 10. So I will get 2 into minus 15 plus 3 into minus 15 minus 5 into minus 3. So this is minus 30, minus 45 and plus 15. Here I have to write minus sign. So this is plus 30. This is plus 30 because here it is minus 2. So I have to write here minus 2. So minus 15 into minus 2 is plus 30. So I will get value as 0. So whatever row, whatever column you will take, you will always get the same values, because with respect to second row, we are getting the value of determinant as 0. With respect to first row, again I am getting the value of 0. With respect to first column, again you will get the value as 0. So in first column, you will take these values instead of 2, 3 and 5, you will take 1, 2 and 5. Okay. In the same way, you can find out the value of determinant with respect to any row and any column. Hope the concept of determinant is clear to you. See you soon with next problem. Thank you.